Hello, my name is Sujit and welcome to Applyryt. In this video, I'll be explaining you the onboarding next steps in your job search process. So before moving further, I would like you to create a new Gmail account with a professional username which will be completely dedicated to using for the job application process, because some of the applications require OTP verification. So this Gmail will be completely dedicated to the usage of the job applications. So you'll be getting a document like this where we will be required two documents from your side. One is the personal details and the other one is the master resume. So the personal details is pretty simple. It includes all your personal details like your first name, last name, your mailing address, contact information, and if you're a US citizen, if you're a veteran, and all kind of basic stuff which will be used at the time of application submission. So now the important file is the master resume, and I will be explaining you what exactly is this and what type of format you need to use to submit this document to us. So what is master resume? So this is a simple document but very important. You'll be including all your work experience, number of jobs you have worked, number of projects, number of tasks, everything you have done in your day-to-day life at work, and including all kind of technologies and every single task which you have done which is completely aligned to your career. So this is kind of a document which is very important. The more information you provide, the better chances you will be having to get calls from the recruiters. So this is the document where we'll be feeding it in the database of our software, so the algorithm understands who exactly you are. So again, this document is very important for you to get calls faster and get more calls from the recruiters. So you need to include every job, every project, every task like I said earlier. And some of the core rules are you need to write in full paragraphs, not bullet points. And also remember, there is no page limit. Include as much as data possible. You can write 100 pages of document. You'll get calls much faster. So focus on responsibilities, actions, impact, and learning at your work, and whatever the experience you have, focus on these kind of elements. And if you have 1 year of experience, you should be including 600 to 1000 words. That is a good range. Anything which is less than 600 means you are missing details, and you need to increase the word count. And this is not your final resume, but this is your master resume. This is your whole entire life career resume. So from this, we will analyze all the data. And how to write work experience. For each role, you need to include context, daily task, major responsibilities, any challenges you have faced, how did you overcome the challenges, what did you learn from them, what kind of tools, technologies you used in this work experience. And also include metrics. So let's say I worked for Google as a data analyst, and these are my day-to-day responsibilities, and I increased the efficiency by 20%. So these kind of metrics are very important for us to understand. So another example for the metrics is the amount of time you saved. So you increase the efficiency, reduce the time, and increase the progress for this rate. So these are the kind of metrics you need to include in the work experience section. And also industry. Industry is one of the important thing. Let's say you work for Wells Fargo company, which is a bank. So this comes under finance industry, and your role is data analyst. So we completely focus on finance industry job roles of data analyst. Even though if there are data analyst roles from health industry, we do not apply for those roles. Since you have this background in finance industry as Wells Fargo data analyst, we only focus on finance groups. So this is what exactly means by industry. So please do thorough research of what exactly your company and which industry is it belongs to. And also, if you have less than 3 years of experience, you need to include projects. So you can include as many projects as you can, and you can include up to 15 projects. And if you do not have any work experience, do not worry. You'll be having a one-on-one call with the technical lead. So he'll be happy to help you how exactly you need to do your job search process. Now, how to write projects. For each project, write in paragraphs, no bullet points again, and start with goal, purpose. Did you work in a group project or a solo project? What exactly are the tasks assigned to you? And what are the challenges, what are the tools, what is the experience you gained, everything. So you need to put it like a conversation based so that we understand better and we can feed this data in our database like I said earlier. Also, for the project section, you need to include 400 to 600 words. This is a good range, and again, anything more is completely fine, but don't fall below 400 word range. Final rule, this is your everything document. You need to include everything what you have done, and also do not forget whatever you are putting in this document. Also, please match the same data in your LinkedIn, because some of the recruiters will cross-verify the data which you put on your resume. And below is the master resume template. This is how you need to write your master resume, and we also included a master resume example in the onboarding file. So this is the sample master resume. If you open that, you will exactly see how exactly you need to write your master resume. So you will start with job title, your role, number of dates you have worked, location, and the job experience from 600 to 1000 words. So that's how exactly you need to write your master resume. Thank you for choosing Applyryt. My name is Sujit.
Welcome back. This is Sujit again. In this video, I'll be explaining you the self-onboarding process steps and you submitting your application, and then my team reviews that, and upon successful verification, you'll be moving forward with a one-on-one call and your job search process begins. But before that, you need to submit all your details and information in the required format. So I highly recommend you to watch the 5-minute 33 seconds video where it completely explains how you need to create your master resume and personal details document. So now you are at the first step of self-onboarding process. Here you can see the start onboarding form. Once you click that, you'll be entering your full name, your new professional email, which is completely used for your job search process, and the account password. And the next step is submitting your documents. So now you upload your personal info document and also the master resume document. So upon you submitting those documents, the software will automatically extract all the information from those respective documents and fills in the respective domains automatically. So this is how it looks like. You don't have to enter each and every field. Everything is already pre-filled here, and if you wanted to make any changes, you can make changes here. And if there are any errors or you are not matching the required format, you are not proceeding forward. For example, if you're having 1 year of experience, we are asking you 600 to 1000 words. And if you only had 300 words in your master resume document and you uploaded the document. So now the software is extracting only 300 words and filling it in respective domain. And you're no longer moving forward because you need to fill other 300 words. So that's why I highly recommend you to watch the master resume document and completely follow those instructions to make this process much more efficient and faster. So after uploading your personal details and master resume documents in the respective formats, you'll be reviewing your information. If you wanted to make any changes, you can make changes here. So after you reviewing all your information and submitting your application, the application will be under review and our team will review your application. If there are any changes, they'll be reaching back to you and you need to make again adjustments and modifications according to what they're asking. So that's why in order to avoid this, I highly recommend you to watch the master resume video, which is a 5-minute video. So to successfully finish your self-onboarding process, please follow these instructions and our team will be actively working on your applications and they can start your job search process right away. Thank you, and this is Sujit.